What happens when you put a CGM on a man who really doesn't pay attention to his health, might have a bit of a drinking problem, and barely eats all day, but is also struggling with his weight? That's what we're looking at in this video. And it's a little different because, well, this man is really hard to keep track of. So we actually started trying to document this process 1 year ago. Let me start by explaining that I have this good friend, Bradley, who was a bartender for many years at Applebee's. Now, that's not really my first choice of a restaurant, but Bradley makes us laugh. So we started going there every Wednesday throughout the winter last year. And that is how we met a very unique individual named Coach. Coach is not a regular guy. Actually, he's a piece of work. In fact, so is Bradley. Case in point. They both make us laugh, but more importantly, we were really worried about Coach's health. Coach has survived a lot in his life. He's been through a lot. So the fact that he still gets around and is laughing every day is a good thing. You can lecture somebody over and over. You can scold them and shame them and tell them they ought to drink more water, drink less beer, eat more vegetables. But you know what speaks even more to somebody who is struggling with their health? Data. That's why I asked Coach if we could put a continuous glucose monitor right on his arm. And by the way, Coach has not been diagnosed with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes. Nobody has really talked about his blood sugar levels to him. All right, this is Coach. This is Bradley. He's a bartender. We only come here to see him because there is nothing to actually eat at Applebee's except for a Caesar salad. All right, Bradley, are you glad to be here?
Applebee's is awesome. And I'm here with my old football coach, Coach Torrey. What are we calling this?
Experiment, right?
Monitoring.
Monitoring. Okay?
Yes.
He volunteered to be monitored.
He did.
And I'm excited to do this. It's going to be a great. It's going to be a great journey. It's going to be all spontaneous, and I love it. I look forward to
This
it.
is a little new for him.
All right, we're gonna put a CGM on Coach. First, we're gonna clean this up.
Thank you.
Hey, tell him to shut up.
We're gonna push this here.
Son of a gun. Okay. Can't wait.
Wait, what's that? I'd have you say that 60 or 60. What's that?
No, not at all, actually.
We're gonna put this on
Okay.
to help it not come off a bajillion times. And I'll bring you another one next time we see you.
And I can shower and everything else, and everything's
You
good.
do all the things you normally do.
Okay. Awesome.
Definitely keep showering.
Yeah, showering's a must. I shower twice a day
Yeah.
normally. Yeah, that's good morning. Thank you. That didn't come out. I just stuck in my forever. My link. Oh, good. I'll be tracked forever by gin and mayo. Can't wait.
Now this is gonna track everything you do from now on. Everything you normally do. You're gonna do your normal life.
Yep. Can't
And
wait.
we are gonna see how your blood sugars are responding to your normal life. These adhesives, they kill me.
So a question for you, Jen, is I do sweat a lot, especially obviously if it gets hot. We're in the summertime. Is this going to affect that anyway, or do I have to be? I mean, do I have to contact you
You know
if it
what?
starts to slip?
If it falls off because of sweat, we're gonna call Libre and tell them to send us a replacement.
Okay.
It's just us. 2 weeks.
Okay.
We're not going to be happy unless it functions correctly.
Correct.
We paid for 2 weeks. We're gonna get.
We want 2 weeks.
If I could get these adhesives.
Do you need some help?
Coach. Yeah, coach. Yeah, coach.
I don't want to brag,
In,
but
coach. I'm ready to play
I'm ready. This is exciting.
today.
Okay, now we have to scan. Are you doing All right, scan the sensor. This is gonna hurt.
I don't know if you'll have to do that.
Ouch. That was awful. It was worse than my knee
Your
replacement.
sensor is ready in 60 minutes. Okay.
Oh, I'm busy in 60 minutes.
I can't wait to see this response, the results.
1 hour, this is going to start talking to your CGM and it's just going to start taking in all the data.
Okay.
Just keep the app open and we're going to look at it every now and then.
What if, okay, what if I shut my phone off? Does that affect that? Or?
Don't shut your phone on. Why would you do that?
Well, because these are questions I want to know.
No, keep your phone on. One.
Because I have to reset my computer.
You can turn it off and on and start it again.
Oh, no, I'll leave it
Just
up.
make
I'm going to
sure
work
the
that
app
one.
is open.
Okay, yeah, just sometimes it's
And
charging.
we'll go in, we're going to make sure it's not alarming. Okay, the alerts are set at 70 for a low and 250 for a high. If you get a high alarm at 250, please call me.
Okay.
That means you definitely have type 2 diabetes or some type of diabetes.
Okay. Yep, looking forward to it.
Okay, so this is just going to stay on in the background. All right?
Can I still use my phone
You
regularly?
do all the normal things.
Okay,
And
awesome.
every now and then, if you want to open it, and it'll be on the screen, and you see the screen, it'll look like this. It'll look like that. If you want to take a screenshot,
Your biggest piercing is?
Yep,
just take a screenshot.
sure.
And then we'll look at it together when we see you next.
Awesome. This is great. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for being caring for me. I appreciate that. I don't get a lot of that. This is going to be great. Wait for the update. Jen and Coach.
Okay, so we got the CGM on Coach. Now, is he gonna really share his data with me? I wasn't so sure because he's kind of an unpredictable human being. Surprisingly, Coach sent me screenshots of his data for 10 days in a row. At first, I was really surprised by what I was seeing. Day 1, his blood sugars were nearly perfect. How can this be in a man who I know does not eat healthy food, is struggling with his weight, doesn't exercise, barely even probably drinks water? Well, things started getting a little more interesting. It turns out Coach doesn't eat all day, and then around 3 or 4 p.m., he drinks a very large Mountain Dew. We saw the impact, and we saw how his body was or wasn't handling all the sugar in that Mountain Dew. His blood sugar was spiking well over 200 nearly every afternoon when he drank that soda. So we talked about it with Coach. We were like, look, when you're drinking that soda, your blood sugar is spiking more than 100 points every afternoon. Your body is not handling all the sugar in that soda very well. He was convinced that he was addicted to the caffeine, not the sugar. But you guys, sugar is really addictive. Sugar, they say, is more addictive than cocaine. Coach didn't even know how addicted he was to the sugar. But seeing the data definitely had an impact on him. He decided to start drinking a smaller version of Mountain Dew after seeing that big spike every afternoon. And that made a difference. Now he's only spiking up to 160, 170 in the afternoons. After the first week, we also had to do some little site support for Coach. He was getting really itchy under the CGM adhesive on his arm.
Oh, that feels so good. And you're not going to use the wiping clean to put it?
No, you don't need it. We're not piercing your skin.
Oh, you're leaving the thingy in it?
Yeah. We're just changing this part.
Oh, I got to tell you, that feels so much better.
Yeah?
Oh my, that is like a huge relief.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've inspired Coach to drink less soda, but he's still not actually eating any real food most days of the week. Instead, after his workday, he's just drinking beer. Now, there's a lot of calories and carbohydrates in beer, but instead of spiking his blood sugar, we were seeing something pretty weird. Overnight, while he's sleeping, his blood sugar would just plummet and stay really low, sometimes in the 50s. So I sent a few of Coach's CGM screenshots to my friend Amy Jose, who is one of the best diabetes educators on the planet. I didn't tell her anything about him. I just gave her some of the data. And this is what she said. She said, well, by looking at this, it looks like this person doesn't eat all day, drinks something full of sugar in the afternoon, and then drinks a lot of alcohol at night. His blood sugar was dropping through the night because his liver is processing all the alcohol. When your liver is processing that much alcohol, it stops producing the glucose that keeps your blood sugar up between meals and when you're sleeping. So this was definitely playing a big role in Coach's blood sugars because of the amount of alcohol he was consuming. All right, but does that mean Coach is going to drink less alcohol? Probably not. Instead, though, he was feeling inspired to start walking every day, and he started going to swim aerobics. So kudos to Coach. 6 or 7 months later, he reported that he had lost about 17 pounds. Awesome job to Coach. In the meantime, Bradley no longer works at Applebee's. We no longer see Coach on a regular basis. We tried to find him to interview him and get his own personal recap on his CGM experience, but it's been nearly a year since we put that CGM on him, and honestly, he's a really wild man to try to pin down. So there's no post-CGM Coach interview. Instead, here's what I know for sure about putting a CGM on someone who does not have diabetes. It can be really eye-opening. If you're concerned about someone's health or your own health, and you want to try wearing a CGM, you probably will get so much data just from one sensor, which will last you, 10 to 14 days, that you'll understand on a deeper level how your diet and your lifestyle habits are affecting your blood sugar. You'll get enough information to feel, hopefully, motivated and inspired to make some changes. Does Coach have prediabetes? It's kind of honestly hard to tell, because if he just didn't drink that Mountain Dew, his blood sugars would generally be pretty low. On the other hand, if he ate a regular diet, would his blood sugars run higher? We really could use more information before speculating on his diabetes status. Either way, hopefully he continues making those improvements in his lifestyle habits, and let's hope he drinks a little more water and maybe has some dinner too. Thanks, Coach. We appreciate you.